Yeah, let me get down. Lord, how I love to ride. I said, Lord, oh, la, 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 love to ride. I go over pretty close to that mountainside. Well, I'm going down, pretty ground, gonna get down on my knees. I'm gonna get down on my pretty ground and get down on my knees. I ain't crying for no religion just to give me back my good girl, please. I said, Lord, I love to ride. I said, Lord, oh, how I love to ride. I go over pretty close to that mountainside. Oh, look out, Snider. And my brother had a job here, so I came here. My dad was working construction here, so was my brother. And my dad was in a bar, and he met a bartender who said that her sister was Keith Sykes' wife, and my dad knew Keith Sykes was somebody that I knew I was obsessed with. And he called me from the bar. He says, "Isn't one of the guys you freak out about Keith Sykes?" And he goes, "I know his wife's sister." And that was in Bartlett. And I sent a tape to Keith Sykes. He called me back and said it was pretty good, and I moved here. I showed up at his house and just never went away. And he taught me, like, when I got here, I was a singer and a songwriter by then, and I was making a living in little bars and stuff, but he showed me how to work a PA, how to keep tempo, everything, And then he went and got a record company when I was ready, he went and made it so I could make a record. I'll never be able to repay them for that. Keith's a special guy in this town, man. I'm lucky I found him. Through Keith, I met John Prine and Jerry Jeff and Guy and all those people. I think I'm going to see Keith this weekend. My microphone's kind of going down, like, can you nail this microphone to my face, Brian? Remember that song? I remember One Day at a Time, Sweet Jesus? I got a song called Every Day at a Time, Bo Stephens. It's like, every day at a time, Bo Stephens. Every day at a time. Every day at a time, Bo Stephens. Every day at a time. Now hold this 5, watch it. I say, kicking my recovery as far as I can. I've taken all the inventory I can stand, forsaking my misery every day at a time. Oh, sheepy. When I first got here, my dad said I could stay at his house for 2 weeks. I got the paper and I looked for an open mic, and I went to the Daily Planet, had Wednesday open mic. It's my first day here, and I drove on Highland, found the Daily Planet, and I went in and I told Kenny, the owner, I said, I'll play here tonight, and then you let me, if you like it, I'll play here tomorrow night for free, do the whole thing. I played my first Daily Planet show, and there was like 3 or 4 people there, and then the next one, I think there was some college kids there. But they were it was the 80s, and I was, like I said, I wanted to be a folk singer who saved all the wolves and the whales at the same time with 3 chords. And so it wasn't happening. And I remember I was in my dad's attic, and I made this song up. And that night I went down to play it at the Planet. It was my 3rd Planet show. And there was the rugby team. I thought, oh no, They had never been there, and they were having their after practice thing. And there was also this other table with college kids that were like my age, and I thought, I don't know, you know, because the Daily Planet was drunks and stuff. And so I made, let me see if I wonder if I can still do it in the same key. And so that night that they were there, I had this new song. I'm telling you the truth. And I opened with it. And I also had a sticker on my guitar case that said, I would rather lose at rugby than win at softball. I don't know. And the rugby team saw it. I don't know how I had that on there, right? And then my first song, I said, I went up to the first song, I said, My Generation Part 2, First 3, Chapter 4, Jackson 5, Nikki 6. And my old man says the Woodstock generation found a way to make this nation open up its eyes and take a look around. He says my generation ain't good for nothing. I could think of something, so I thought I'd jot it down. Hey, here's to hair gel, hanging out at the health spa, using condom sense, watching LA Law. Here's the drum machine, stonewash jeans, credit cards, fax machines, big bow-headed chicks and frat guys. Here we go again, wearing $40 tie-dye t-shirts and big bow paisley ties. And here's to living with your dad as long as you can and blending in with the crowd. My generation, my generation, my generation should be proud. Now, when I made it up, I remember I was mad, you know, like I was mad that this was my way of saying my whole folk thing is it's just never gonna happen, you know. And then I said, we're raised up in the hallowed halls of 500,000 shopping malls, and there isn't any price we're too proud to let our parents pay. We'll buy anything from a Diet Sprite to 1,000 points of light. Listen, I admit we're not that bright, but I'm proud anyway. Here's the hair gel, hanging out at the health spa, using condom sense, watching Arsenio Hall. Here's to drum machines, stonewash jeans, credit cards, fax machines, big bow-headed chicks and frat guys, wearing $40 tie-dye t-shirts and big bow paisley ties. And here's to living off that as long as you can and blending in with the crowd. My generation, my generation, my generation should be hope I die before I get old. My generation, my generation, my generation should be proud. Yeah, I've done that in a long time. It was fun. I think it's the first place I ever got to be on the radio, now that I think about it. What a time I had in this town, man. I'm just going to play like the Bari chords. Let's see if there's long ago and far away, in my old common labor shoe, I turned the world all edge away, just because you damn me to, like unto no other feet. Say, well, love, it sounds so true. There ain't no end to what I do, but just because you ask me to, Lord, I hope you never do. Let the world call me a fool. Things are right with me and you. All that matters than I do. Anything you ask me to. That has been like the big, huge joy of my life. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna try not to get choked up about it, but like when I started singing, my guys were Billy Joe Shaver, John Prine, Chris Christopherson, Jerry Jeff Walker, which also was kind of Guy Clark. They were a team, and that was my whole dream. And Keith Sykes is part of that family. It's almost like a mob. When I got to be part of it, I felt like Keith brought me in. Guy used to call me Keith's kid for a long time. And then I met John. I got to spend a lot of time around John. Yeah. He was so kind to me. And I think they taught me, that gang of people had this sort of, we're not here for the money. We're not above the money, but we're not. This group of people, Keith Sykes is like one of the only great ones left. Of like, I'm not here to go to your parties, or even really much of your money. This is what I do, and I'm doing it, and I'm going to do it a certain way. You know, like there's a way you can make up a song where it's healing for you. You know. Mm-hmm. And if you are into an argument with your wife and you make up a song about you and your wife, it's almost like you now have a mantra, like a meditation, and you're helping your everything. And if you change that thing a little bit, you could get some money. Like you could take your song about your wife into town, and they'll show you how to make it not so much about your wife, and you get more money for it, but it doesn't help you anymore when you sing it. Mm. You know? So you give up the medicine part of it. And there's this gang of guys that were like, I'm in this for the medicine, and I'm not changing it. I'm not changing the name of the girl. You know, and they when they meet young people that they can see that are doing that, they just whump them in, you know. Now I get why Keith was so kind to me, you know. I got into a big fight with Jerry Jeff one time, and I was crying to Keith about it, and Keith kept saying, it didn't happen. And I was like, I don't know what you mean. He goes, you'll see. And the next time I played Austin, Jerry Jeff was heckling me from the back, and it was back on. We never talked about it. You know, now as the older I get, the more I'll look back on how cool that was, and how cool that was that Keith brought me into that and vouched for me, you know. And I got to spend, even Chris Christopherson, I've gotten to a couple of times. Like not very long ago, I played some songs with him all night long, just him and me and his daughter. That was insane because I play him his songs and he try to stump me. Take the ribbon from your hair, shake it loose and let it fall. Lay it soft upon my skin, like the shadows on the wall. Come and lay down by my side till the early morning light. All I'm taking is your time. Help me make it through the night.
That's Todd Snider, folks, live here in the WEVL studios. And Todd's doing a big benefit for WEVL tomorrow night over at Minglewood. More information and link to ticket sales at WEVL.org.
It was just my whole life started here, you know, at that Daily Planet. And I didn't know any of those people. People used to bring me food. In the winter, people would come down with jackets and stuff. Yeah. And I had a jacket, by the way.
and even so, you were trying to help other folks way early before, you know, you barely had 2 nickels to rub together. You started doing the thing for the Memphis Food Bank, the shows, the what the folk fests.
Yeah.
I remember it was like maybe the second or third one of those. You brought Billy Joe Shaver in to play for that.
Yeah.
That was so cool. How did you meet Billy Joe?
Wasn't that a fun time? it's still just surreal to me, you know. Like I remember me and Rivers Rutherford. You know, the guy that I did the first one with is a huge songwriter in Nashville,
That's
and
cool.
we did it because we were like we wanted to be hippies, you know. We were just doing stuff like it was the late '80s, and we just couldn't stand it, and we were trying to do hippie or like we were trying to be. I don't know, earthy dudes, you know, whatever. We wanted to care about stuff, and now we made the first one. We didn't make much money, but it was at the South End. But those things grew.
Thanks for coming down, Todd Snider,
Love it.
live here in the WEVL studios, and live tomorrow night over at Minglewood, benefiting WEVL. And check out WEVL.
Come on out, Memphis. Somebody
Yes,
call
indeed.
Curly from Curly's Deli. Tell him to come. He's on the list.
Day after day, just like overnight. Seems like day after day. I'm so grateful to see all of you here tonight. Makes me happy to get to be part of an event where we're going to help out one of the great radio stations in America. The mighty WEVL, the first station that ever let me on the radio all those years ago. I wanted to remind them, I went on tour in '94, and I said, as soon as that tour ends, I'd like to go down there and do a fundraiser. And I held my word. That's a long tour. Seemed like day after day going by like nothing was ever gonna change. And just like overnight, it seemed like it was never gonna be the same. Hitting what you're aiming for, you forgetting what you've been. All you seem to know for sure now is how you can't go on like this, day after day. It's just like overnight. Thank you. I used to live right across the street, 1508 Madison, Cherokee Arms Apartments. And I had just moved to town from the great state of Texas. My hope was to work with Keith Sykes. To this day, I still consider him one of the great troubadours that America has ever created. And I moved here and I asked him to show me how to be a troubadour. And he did. And it worked. We got away with that shit, Keith. A little loud break, a little loud tone, so lost in space, racing alone, climbing a wall, a hurricane. Still, oh, I can't complain. All I wanted was one chance. Let freedom ring. Said I'd have to get a permit, a bunch of tags and everything. I never made it through the red tape. Got this paper hat, I got a job working weekdays. You want fries with that? I got nothing to lose, ain't nothing to gain. Like a one-way ticket to cruise in a passing lane. Can't complain. I was talking with my girlfriend, told her I was stressed. I said I'm going off the deep end. She said, God, for once, give it a rest. We're all waiting in the dugout, thinking we should pitch. How you gonna throw a shutout if all you do is bitch? I got nothing to lose, had nothing to gain. Like a one-way ticket to cruise in the passing lane. I can't complain. So now I got a brand new dance. I need one more shot. I just need one last chance. No one get caught. I'm gonna make my last stand, and this time I can't be bought. Then again, on the other hand, how much have you got? I got nothing to lose, had nothing to gain. It's like a one-way ticket to cruise in the passing lane. I can't complain. Little out of place, little out of tune, so lost in space, racing the moon, climbing the wall of a hurricane, still roll. I can't complain. Oh, roll, can't complain. Y'all are so kind. Means a lot to me that you would come here. It means a lot to me that you would sing with me. And I hope I'll get to see you again soon. I got just a couple more, and I really want to try this. This is a really hard song. I've been talking about Keith Sykes a lot tonight. He's written some of the great songs. And this is a song that he wrote for Jimmy Buffett, and it's really hard to hit all the notes, but since it's like we're neighbors, I'm just gonna go for it. I'll send this out with deep love to Keith and Jareen. I sat there on Coast Marcy. Thoughts came by like wind through my hanging. How would it be to hold you? How good it would be to feel that way again. How good it would be to feel that way again. Would you be remembering me? Oh, I've asked that question time and again. The answer came and haunted me so. I didn't want to think it again. I didn't want to think it again. Ooh. You make it so hard forget that oh, I'll have much time loving you, yeah. When I left Costa Marseille, oh, I had not done what I come to do. I spent all the money that I saved. Oh, I never did get over you. I never did get over you. Not bad, not bad. He tried to look like he had a little bit of mind. He drifted with the southern drawl. Well, I could tell right away by the way he was running, and that ball was just big and a growl. At least know what I need. You get a man all strung out on his dream. He'll give up everything and got for this one shot at having it all. Taking every last cent of a saving on the trip down local track. He had a tip from a friend, put it all down the wind on the horse named Heart Attack. Well, now, he ain't no fool, didn't bet it all. Everything was cool when that horse took it out. Then he turned down and blew the rails trying to win it fair. Y'all help me say, easy Monday. Say it was true. Everybody wants the most they can possibly get. For the least they can possibly do, they want that easy money. Don't want to stay young. If people scheming and playing, they can't get their hand on that easy money. They've been watching him from a table, not too soft, not too tough. Well, he figured by the money he been throwing around, damn sure good looking enough. So she took it over, shot him a wink, he took his last $5, bought her a drink. By the time he hit a Motel 6, they figured they was in love, love, love. She loved that easy Monday. Everybody wants the most they can possibly get. For the least they can possibly do, they want that easy money. I don't want to stay on. If people scheming, they plan, can't get their hand on that easy money. If people scheming, they plan, they can't get their hand on that easy. Which one? Train song. I'm gonna play the train song for you. This is a song about a real person All the songs I make are about people I know. That's how Keith done it. Was the troubadour of life. Smoking long black Cadillac, engine winding down. Park it up on the sidewalk like you own the whole downtown. I'd hear him talking to some chick through a thick ghost of smoke, through a thicker haze of southern comfort and coke. Say, girl, you're hotter than hinges hanging off the gates of hell. Don't be afraid to turn to me, baby. He don't treat you well. And he meant me. So I laughed and I shook his hand. He laughed a little bit louder as he would yell up at that band. He'd say, play a train song. Poor man one more round. Make them leave my boots on. They lay me down. I am a runaway locomotive. I'm a one-track man. I'm looking for any kind of trouble that I can't find. I got this old black leather jacket, pack of Marlboro Reds, stash here in my pocket. I've got these thoughts in my own head. The right to run until I gotta walk, until I have got to crawl. I got this moment that I'm in right now and nothing else at all. I play a train song, a poor man one more round. Make me leave my boots on the day they lay me down. I'm a runaway locomotive. I'm out of my one-track mind. Television blizzard light, looking around his place, we found him cold there on his sofa, with a smile across his face. And though I have tried with all my sadness, I still never weep. For man looked to me like he died, laughing in his sleep, singing a train song. The drinking would last round. Let him leave his boots on the day they laid him down. He was a runaway locomotive out of his one-track mind. rain. I pick a 3250 just to take a draw. I live through it just to talk about it all. I'm a rodeo, de cowboy, bordering on the insane. Now relax, take a deep breath or two. It's a one-time shot, and then you're through. Hang on, buddy, and someday you'll have fame. When they open up that gate, the boat takes off like a runaway train. You're a rodeo, de cowboy, bordering on the insane. That's why I eat a cheeseburger, drink a six-pack, take a dog bone to kill the pain. I get a 3250 just to take a drop. I live to it and talk about it all. I'm a rodeo, de cowboy, bordering on the insane. That's why I eat a cheeseburger, drink a six-pack, a dog bone to kill the pain. I make a 3250 just to take a fall. I live through it and talk about it all. I'm a rodeo, de cowboy, rodeo, de cowboy, rodeo, de cowboy, bordering on the insane. Hey! Oh, Jerry Jeff Walker's song. I am an old woman named after my mother. My old man didn't know that the child is gone old. But if dreams were lightning, thunder were desire, this old house will burn down in a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. When I was a young girl, I held me a cowboy. He was not much to look at, Lord, he was just a free-rounding man. But that was a long time. Now no matter how I tried, years just flow by like a broken down dam. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just fires in the kitchen. I can hear them just burning. Hell, I ain't done nothing all night since I woke up today. Tell me, how can a person go to work in the morning, come on home in the evening and not hear one thing say? Let me an angel that flies from McLeary. Make me a poster of no rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. Believing in living is just a hard way to go. You said that again. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. One more time, to believe in this living is just a hard way to go.
Feel almost professional.
A couple of practices. waiting. You remember that book? I was checking that shit out. Just then a friend of mine came through the door. Said she never pegged me for a scumbag before. Said she didn't ever want to see me anymore. And I still don't know why. I think I'm an alright guy. I think I'm an alright guy. Going here till I gotta die. I know I ain't perfect, but God knows I try. I think I'm an alright guy. I think I'm alright. Now maybe I'm dirty. Maybe I've smoked a shit ton of dope in my time. Maybe. That ain't like I went on TV and tore up a picture of the Pope like Sinead O'Connor did that time. You remember that time? I know I get wild. I know I get drunk. And I got a bunch of bodies in my trunk. My old man used to call me a no good punk, and I still don't know why. I think I'm an alright guy. I think I'm an alright guy. Till I gotta die. I know I ain't perfect, but God knows I try. I think I'm an alright guy. I think I'm alright. Just the other night, you know, these cops pulled me over outside of a bar. They turned on their lights and they said, "Hey kid, we're gonna have to ask you to get out of that car." Get out of that car.